All right, this is exactly how I make $4,800 a day or about $145,000 a month selling literally one website template. I'm going to refresh my Stripe in a sec. First, let me just show you what I mean by literally one website. These are all my websites: carpet cleaning, swimming pools, holiday lights, legacy, rescue man handyman, what is this? Hardscaping, construction. If you look at these websites, they are all the exact same website, a little bit of automation, a little bit of tweaks to each one, but essentially it's the same exact thing. It costs us $50 to build one of these websites, and it takes like 2 hours for a 25-page optimized website for Google with AI built into it to be built. So I'm not some fucking genius. I just figured this out. Let me refresh my Stripe real quick so you know I'm not full of shit. Let's go here. So $5,500 today, 146K in MRR, 507 active subscribers, and we charge $297 a month, and then we upsell them to Google Ads, which I'll show you in a second. Here's our website, stonesystems.io. The only reason I show this stuff is I think most people on YouTube, make most of their money with courses, not actually, building the actual business. So there it is, 144, almost 145K there recurring. 159 last month. If you guys are confused about what software I use for this, it's called GoHighLevel. Most of you probably heard of it. It's a white label software. It allows you to do literally everything. We pay $500 a month for this, and it lets us do everything I'm about to show you in this video. So let's get into it. How I make $4,800 a day selling literally one website. Okay, so the first thing we do is actually run ads. So Facebook and Meta ads. We say, hey, contractors will build you a website completely for free, right? So the actual website build is free. We get them on the demo call. We close them with the 15 to 25 page website, and we still say it's $297 a month, right? For hosting, security, maintenance, and all the other features. Once they're on the actual call, we say, hey, so on that website, it's going to have instant lead follow-up. So this chat form right here goes instantly to their cell phone. Understand this. Contractors and home service businesses or any niche, all they care about is making more money. They don't care about how fancy the website is. All they care about is, does this bring them more business? Because we charge $297 a month and we work with contractors and home service businesses, if we get them one job a month, it's literally paying for itself, right? So if we build them a beautiful website, which most contractors don't have, with instant lead follow-up through text, which most contractors don't have, right? We help them get Google reviews, which most contractors don't have a system for. We have an AI bot text their people back when they miss a phone call, which most contractors don't have a system for. The outcome of all those things that we give them for $297 a month that they would never be able to set up for themselves, the outcome of that is more business. How much more business? I don't know, because we're not running ads. What I do know is it's significantly more than $297 a month, and that's all that matters. If you can get a contractor to understand that value, or any business to understand that value exchange, they will pay you every single month forever, right? It's the same exact website every single time. So we lead with the website because most contractors have horrible websites, and they're usually quoted between $3,000 and $5,000 for a brand new website, sometimes way more. So we built them a completely free website. The whole website is done on the back end with AI. My business partner is a genius. He figures that out. That being said, if you're just starting out, you can just have a VA literally build out one template, and just ask the contractor to fill out a form with all the information that you need. And then you can copy paste that template to every single contractor that you sell for that website. Super, super simple. And again, like I'm not some fucking genius, right? I literally, this took me, it's been about, I think it's just past 2 years since I started my company. And this is just shit you figure out, right? It was not this streamlined in the beginning. In the beginning, I was going to say I built the websites. I never actually built the websites because I can't build websites for shit. But I would literally go on Fiverr and just find a guy and be like, hey, can you build this website for me? I just would get a client. I'd be like, hey, can you build this website for me? And they'll do it for like $50. So it doesn't have to be this streamlined for you to start. This is at $145,000 a month. This whole process is streamlined, right? At the beginning, it can be messy. Just start. Anyway, so after we get them the website, the same website that we build for every contractor. And by the way, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care if Joe Schmo down the street has the same website. They're getting a beautiful 15 to 25 page website with AI built into it for $297 a month, right? We don't lie about that. We just say, we build the website a certain way for a reason because it converts visitors to paying customers. All they care about is does it make them more money? So off the website, we do instant lead follow-up. So if someone comes through there, our AI bot will text them right away. We add auto call text back to their cell phone. So when a contractor misses a phone call, our bot will basically text the person and try to start a conversation. Again, all this is done through GoHighLevel right here. $500 a month. You can start for $97 a month. If you use my affiliate link in the bio, shameless plug, you get all my shit for free. So that'd be super cool if you use that. If not, I'll be super sad. Let's go back over here. Stripe, where am I? Okay. So auto call text back. We're basically casting a wide net. Contractors miss phone calls all the time. If we get them one lead through this, it pays for itself. Texting a person back. Contractors are so bad at communication. Just this alone, you could sell for $297 a month. but you should include it in the full system. Next, we get them Google reviews. How do you think contractors get business through Google? Let's go look. Roofers Las Vegas. So they pop up here with Google ads, which I'll show you later, or most of the time they pop up here. How do you think people pop up here? The people with the most Google reviews, the best Google reviews, the best website, the best SEO, they pop up here. This gets them more business. So Google reviews gets them more business. The more Google reviews they get, the higher quality Google reviews they get, the more business they get. Again, you could sell just this for $297 a month. But what we do here is we stack the whole system. And let me show you what I mean by that. And when I say system, I mean we're not trading time and talent. We are building out a system in GoHighLevel one time and copy pasting it to every single account that we do. We barely do any modifications, right? You know, sometimes you'll have a contractor come in who's a real piece of work and he'll want a bunch of changes. It is what it is, right? It comes with the territory. So after Google reviews, we add calendar and invoicing systems. Now, the reason this is so sticky, imagine you have someone's website, you have their calendar and invoice system. So now they're making payments through your app. They're scheduling on your calendar. Every bit of communication that runs their business is all through a mobile app that we give them as well. Again, white label app through GoHighLevel. And when I say white label, I mean I'm not smart enough to code anything. So we use GoHighLevel's multi-million-dollar coding team to do it all for us, and they charge us $500 a month. So in the mobile app, it looks just like your cell phone. Literally the same exact thing if you have an iPhone. You go in there, you see your messages, you can have your calendar in there, all of that. The whole point is now the contractors are now running their whole business for $297 a month and getting some leads every single month. And they're using the mobile app for all their communication. They're using it for their invoicing. They're using it for their calendar system, for their booking system. They're communicating through clients through there that come through their website, right? Because conversations are started in the mobile app. Same with auto call text back. If they miss a phone call, that message is going out through the mobile app. When they get a Google review, guess what? It comes in the mobile app. So now the contractors have this mobile app on their phone that they're using all day, every day, and you're the one controlling it. You're the one who built it for them. You built these systems for them that they would never figure out in a million years, right? $297 a month for all this shit is actually crazy. They would never figure this out. Google ads, Facebook ads, they could probably figure that stuff out. This stuff is a little bit more complex, right? It took me 1,000 hours to figure this out and build it, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you can do that. Contractors have a whole business to run, right? So let's go back here. So for $297 a month, we build out all of these systems for them, right? And then we put them on a retainer for $297 a month. There's no setup fees or anything like that. Once again, it's all the exact same website, like literally the same website. So it's all custom, it's all copy paste. Once we actually do this, if they're a brand new business, they probably won't get that many leads. We're pretty upfront about that. If they already have Google reviews and they have a website, if we switch out to our stuff, they'll get a lot more leads pretty quickly. But that being said, once they have all this stuff set up, then we charge $750 a month and start running Google ads for them. Because once we have something like this, let's say the roofing company is our client, they're probably going to do really, really well with Google ads because they already have a lot of Google reviews. They have a good website. So what we're doing is we're building these contractors, these systems, right? These automated systems that most of them don't have set up. And we're saying the way we get clients is we say like, yo, why are you paying freaking meta agencies and Google agencies to charge you $1,500 to $3,000 a month to run your ads? We'll charge you $297 a month and actually get you the systems that actually work, the good shit. And then you can run your ads after that. And those ads will actually work better because you have the systems in place, right? So it's super easy for us to get clients when you talk about it like that. And also it's $297 a month. Like obviously at the beginning, I had a really shit customer success team and everything was bad. Clients were super unhappy. But now we give them a really good product. And for the most part, 90% of the time, they're really, really happy. And $297 a month it's nothing for these guys. Anyway, whoops, that's my stripe. Subtle flex. So we start running Google ads for them. So now basically what we've done is we've created a whole system for these guys. We've created we've created a super good foundational system with AI, automation, their website. We built them a super solid foundation. Imagine we're basically building them a little fire, right? We're putting the sticks on there. We're getting the wood. We're putting a little bit of gasoline, and then we're lighting a match, right? That's like the base layer of their business with all these systems that I'm talking about here. Once they have the systems in place and they're running a smooth machine, then we go to Home Depot, we get a whole freaking barrel of gasoline, and then we pour it on the fire, right? And then the fire starts raging because it's actually a well-built fire. So we build the foundation first. We hook them in to pay us every single month with the mobile app. And we say, hey, we'll build you a completely free website. All of this stuff, hosting, security, maintenance, all of this stuff is going to be $297. I've literally almost never got pushback on the price. And I've also never got anyone saying, oh, I thought the website was free. Dude, the website is free. You still have to pay for hosting, security, maintenance. That's literally exactly what we do. Like, it's the simplest system in the world, and we make $145,000 a month. And just so you guys know, we just started running Google Ads. Like 90% of our guys don't even have like the Google Ads set up for themselves yet. 90% of our revenue, if you just do the basic math, with 507 subscribers at $297 a month, most of our revenue comes from that. If you just do the math on this, it's super simple. You can probably tell 90% of people are not on the Google Ads program. That's literally it. If you guys want everything for free, check the link in my bio. But that's exactly what we do. And I mean, we're just going to keep doing this because it works.